The truth of it all came out today is that she's upset that I got asked, but and bear in mind she isn't in my area, but I got asked by the Black Birth Coalition in Milwaukee to do a presentation at their event on May 9th in regards to loss in our community. And it's based on Southeast Wisconsin. Now, I wouldn't dare go to another area outside of my demographic in regards to living area and talk about how loss and how things involving loss work in that area. Not my area of expertise. I know Milwaukee, I know Racine, I know Kenosha, I know Waukesha. I know how my area works, how it sees Black people, and I've dealt with it here in that capacity. And that was the reason why I was asked that. Now, I was asked, I didn't go to them and ask. My name was put forward by a lot of people within the community here to do this presentation. So that's what I would done. I've since found out that this person had actually reached out to them and wanted to do what I've been asked to do and was turned down because they were asking for um, plane tickets for themselves and their children. Bear in mind that two of the children are the same age as my 25-year-old son. They said no
Be
to.
back for a second.
They said no to that. Can you do me a favor and finish making my tea for me?
Yeah.
The kettle is just boiled.
Yeah, just had them sign.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they said no to the adult children, but they said yes to her minor child, which to me is fair enough. She demanded a hotel that is one of the most expensive in Milwaukee, and we're talking about $300-400 a night. They said no to that, offered her the Hyatt, which I stay at a lot when, like I stay there when it's the Wave of Light. We try and sometimes get hot nights there because they got a kick-ass swimming pool, cup of tea. I'm telling you, Mike, I need tea. And it's English tea as well. So this particular Hyatt that they were offered, is about $120-130 a night. They said no to, so she said no, she wasn't interested in that. It had to be the St. Kate. St. Kate, if you look it up, is an artsy hotel. It is one of the prestigious hotels in downtown Milwaukee. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, trust me, if I had the money to stay there, I'll be staying there. But, needs must and everything. She then demanded Ubers to and from the locations and from the airport. They said perfectly fine with that. I agree. That is their responsibility to get her to the destinations and the such like. Then she demanded, it was, and I'm not sure, I was told originally that it was $100, but it turns out that it was a $200 food gift card. They were actually going to provide all the food for her at the hotel. It was going to be covered in her bill. That they were going to pay. They were going to pay for her food on the day, obviously, of the convention because food's all inclusive. Blah blah blah. That wasn't good enough for her. And then she demanded a $5,000 speaking engagement fee, to which they said no. And I'm in negotiations with them in regards to payment. I have not asked for nowhere near $5,000 or any of those other things. I've spoken with them about saying, is it possible they could possibly pay for my transportation down there? That looks like that will be a yes. And a couple of other things. Hi, baby girl. And, I don't have a problem with that. So that's one of the issues. The other issue is I have been selected. Well, I was reached out to by the World Health Organization to do a video piece, for their movement called From One Mother to Another. And it's basically a 90 seconds to 2 minute video about my experience with stillbirth. So I'm basically doing a little bit in regards to how I found out Matthew was gone and some of the things that were said that have just stuck with me ever since. And apparently I'm in the wrong for that because she should have been asked to do that because she's had more experience than I have and all this lot. Now, I don't think that when it comes to the death of our children, it really matters who's been a lost parent longer than the or another. Yeah, my son has been gone for nearly 13 years this July. It hurts like crazy. I will say it hurts like crazy still. Um, but my loss is no more painful or no less painful than somebody who just had a loss. And to start this, well, my loss was longer, so I should. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I have lots of friends who've experienced the loss of a child during pregnancy and infancy who, if they came to me and said, like, there's a guy who's watching, his name's Michael. I've known Michael. How long we known each other? Oh my God, years, right? Absolutely years. And if he came and said, you know what, World Health Organization approached me and my wife, I'd be like, are you serious? That's amazing. Tell me what you're gonna do. Like that, tell me all about it. What's going on? What's gonna happen? Um, Getting the word out there and being a part of a big campaign and everything is what we are wanting to happen. We don't want it to still be a push, I'm going to say a pissing contest over whose loss is greater than somebody else's loss. Because let's break it down. To me, my loss is the worst loss in the world. My loss is the worst loss in the world to me. Your loss is the worst loss in the world to you. You can empathize with me over my loss, and I can empathize with you with your loss. They may end up having the same reasonings, may have the same classifications, they may be classified as stillbirth.
Sorry, guys, we just started.
That's just what it is.
What's going on, everybody?
The worst thing that can ever happen to you. Amen. And ain't that the damn truth? And don't you agree? It's not a freaking competition. It really isn't a competition. You can look at somebody and they may be handling it absolutely great publicly. They really do. From the outside looking in, I appear to handle Matthew's death pretty well. But come behind those closed doors. Come behind, and see what happens when I'm not on video or I'm not posting videos and everything. The days where I just have walk up to my husband and just cry. The days where, getting out of bed is like, hey, I want to get out of bed. Screw everybody, screw you, screw everyone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, crap. Okay, I just haven't had to sign.
I know you did. So there's a lot of times where what you see here isn't me. This is a mask. It's an ugly mask. I'll give it that. But it's a mask that all of us who have lost a child wear. We don't, we can't spend the whole day crying and being mournful and everything because society won't let us, and that's part of what I try and do with the different things that I do is to break down the so-called norms for loss. I celebrate all of our children's names. Like today is International Say Their Name Day. So I will say my son's name proudly. His name is Matthew Aaron Jones. He is named after two amazing men in my life. One, my big brother, and two, my best friend who sadly died of a massive asthma attack. So Matthew is my big brother's name. Aaron is my best friend's middle name. That's my boy. That's my boy right there. He was my second child, my second little boy, my pudding pop. And when he was born, even though he was stillborn, he was the spitting image of his daddy. And Nevaeh, Dorothy, Jean, and baby Comfort. Damn straight, you name those babies. I will say it again. Nevaeh, Dorothy, Jean, and baby Comfort. Anybody else want to name their babies or say their names? Just pop it in the chat and I will proudly read it out for you. So, My thing is that before we knew of their death, the thought of them coming was a celebration. So in everything I try and do is I try to make it a celebration. Like when we do the wave of light, yeah, it's a memorial in the sense that we're remembering our babies who are gone too soon. Thank you so much, my darling.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I also make it a celebration of their lives because up until we found out they were dead, this was a celebration. We were going to be parents or parents again. We were planning on all these different things. So that's why when you see a lot of the work that I do, a lot of like the blankets that we make and the wraps that we make and the burial gowns and stuff that we do, they're an over exaggeration. If you see me making little girls get burial gowns, you know damn well I've got more tool and fancy stuff on it than anything. And I mean, if you just go look at some of my past videos. Because to me, every little girl deserves to be a princess and have a princess dress at least once.
Cool. On the waiting list.
Awesome. Even if it's their last dress they ever wear. Every boy deserves to be a prince. And so we try and include that. And we also understand that everybody's got different personalities. Not everybody, when their child passes away, wants white or pinks or blues. Come blip blip. Or any of the pastel colors.
I'll move this out the way.
I've said it before. Libby, come on.
Come on.
I've said it before that, if the clothes had been small enough when Matthew, when Matthew was born, he would have been buried in a Milwaukee Bucks outfit.
Or Packers.
Maybe not the Packers. We'll have a fight over that one
Or
later.
Brewers.
Brewers I'll go for. Packers, we're all like dodgy ground in regards to Packers. Don't you be shaking your head at me. Now, my baby too, you ain't commandeering all of the sports teams in regards to our son.
I didn't say that, I tell you.
But you thought it. So we basically, in regards to like that, we make sure that we have lots of bright, different designs. And I recently did I'm a big Queen fan. I love Queen. I love Freddie Mercury. Absolutely love it. So I had some fabric that I made into a blanket. And there was fabric left over. So in honor of Matthew and just for pure display purposes, I made 2 different Queen burial gowns. And they're going to be for display purposes only when we do events. And I got torn apart for that. Why would you do that? And literally got torn apart for it. But those of you who know me know, okay, that's who I am. That's my music. That, God bless Queen. I could have found Guns N' Roses fabric. I would have made a Guns N' Roses burial gown. Simple as that. So when I do stuff for these families, I do it so that there's a variety that will fit their personality. And so we have lots of bright colors and we have lots of fun fabrics. And but then we have the Temu order. And I have to tell you, there's a video that I posted it. I ordered from Temu, and it's the one and only freaking time I ordered from Temu. And I was over at my friend's, and she said, look, they've got princess fabric. And I'm like, that's great, I'll get some princess fabric. And it was my biggest mistake realizing when Temu says that princess fabric was $1.99 a yard, there's something wrong. Okay, there's something seriously wrong. I got this fabric, it came in. The faces were printed correctly. So the faces were all off. It was the most ridiculous thing. I'll find the video and repost it because it was absolutely hilarious. I was laughing so hard at it. And my friends go, well, you could still make burial gowns. I'm like, look at the faces. He plays all the games with so much free stuff every day. There's a look. See, that's awesome right there. So we do a lot of, different things. And if you follow me enough, you've seen that not everything is just the typical white, pink, blue, and pastel colors. We do a whole host of other things. And for me, that's the important thing is that it's a celebration of our children, even though they're gone. Celebrate them, celebrate their life, celebrate the journey that you had from here. Because, yeah, it is sad. I wish beyond wish that Matthew was still here.
Yup.
I would give everything that this video that I'm talking to you about is what did my son get up to this week video, you know? um, Especially as he would be turning 13 this year. Like, Lord save me, And we were saying he isn't like at the perfect age to have been playing around with his nephew and helping babysit and all of those things. Um, and I would give all of this up to have him back. I really would. But then there's the other side of things is all the stuff that we have done. In nearly 13 years, we have made and donated, last count, 28,000 burial gowns. Yeah, 28,000 burial gowns.
I thought you were going to say dollars.
I wish I had $28,000. That would be nice. In the 13 years that we have done this, I'm trying to think how many. What the heck?
Or they're going to do a mascot race, just like what the
Okay.
Brewers do with the sausage race.
Okay. Oh, that's bizarre. I'm watching the news and they're showing the Mets are adopting a borough race. They're trying to steal our sausage race is what they're doing. And the 13 years we've been doing this, we've donated.
It's going to cause more people to gamble.
I think it's now we're about 17,000 memory packs. Items to the NICU is over 6,000. Our bereavement support packs. I got fluff up my nose, so excuse me, itching my nose.
Happens.
Bereavement support packs, there's about 5,000 of them. The list goes on and on and on. And so I wonder, that's my son's legacy. That's what we've done in his honor. And it makes me wonder, okay, if he was here, who would have filled that gap? Who would have filled that gap, They ain't gonna be making shit. You're looking at the dogs like they can do stuff.
Well, they're here.
They may be here, but they're being butts, especially those two over by you. My old lady is slaying here. She's just content to.
I know. Come on.
Tell the one to leave her alone.
Ooh, come on, you come up too. There you go.
Oh.
They're just like, oh, we're going to sit on laps.
So we've been, as I say, last night dealing with that drama and everything. And the person in question is used to getting her own way and everything. Now, this will come as a surprise to a few of you, but I'm really stubborn.
At times, not all the time.
I'm stubborn when it needs to be stubborn.
Yeah, you can say that. Hey, Manuel.
So she hit a brick wall. She's used to everybody bowing down to her. And I said, when you're not going to talk to me like that? I said, you are not going to talk down to me in regards to all of this. I said, and I don't know who the hell, you think you are. I said, I've backed you up so many damn times. I said, and then you come at me like this. I said, especially as I've been upfront with you in regards to having to deal with my son who's going through shit because his dad died and his family are all wanting a piece of the pie. He's going through that. He's trying to get ready because he has to leave on Monday. He ships out Monday for basic training. I said, I'm dealing with all of that. I've been sick. I've had other commitments. I said, and you're wanting me to drop all of that. She's like, well, you should make me a priority. Excuse my language, or go fuck yourself.
She actually said that?
Yeah, she said that. My priority is to my child, and to my family. I'm not putting anybody ahead of that. My husband is my priority. My 25-year-old son about to leave for the military, who's going through hell. My son on Friday buries his father. On Saturday, they have an online memorial service because there's a lot of family out of state. And on Monday, he leaves. This poor kid has barely had chance to breathe. And so if I want to drop everything that I'm doing to just do stuff for him to make life a bit easier for him, which we have been, going over there and cooking and cleaning for him, taking food over, printing up stuff that he needs, all of that kind of stuff, then I'm going to do it. And I don't give a shit. Kick me out the freaking course. Kick me out as one of your trainers. I don't give a shit, seriously.
She doesn't even pay you for like training anyway, so
she expects 20% of the money I bring in. And one of her reasons today was people aren't co-branding, so I'm not getting money, so I'm going to have to start working again. That's what it comes down to. She's going to have to start working again.
Okay, let me stop you right there. Like, so how was she getting money just by doing these courses and stuff?
She was teaching and doing these courses. And a lot of people were originally doing it. Thank you. It's my Michael Myers stuff, as you can see. This is Uncle Michael. He is just a misunderstood person who needed the love of his mommy. That's a whole different story for a different time.
Very true.
So yeah, she was getting her money from doing these courses, but a lot of people have signed up. My vehicle, I'm just trying to put myself on. A lot of people signed up to do these courses, and also then went on their way to do their own thing, and that's perfectly fine. And she's got a lot of animosity towards those people. And what it is she knew my right. She messaged me and she said, the reason I wanted you to do this is that I know you're amazing and could make a lot of money. She forgot to put the for her. That was the part at the end, for her. Now, I will give her her dues when I do teach her material. Absolutely. But you're not getting a percentage of my money for stuff that I'm doing on my own. I was teaching doula groups. You want to hear a funny? Yeah, go right ahead. Tell me funny. I was teaching doula groups before I was dealing with her in regards to teaching. I
talk about anything.
Doing presentations and all of that lot. How many years have we been doing presentations, Trill? Like 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, very close to when we created.
I would say it was about 2 years afterward where people started asking us.
Yeah.
So we've been doing presentations for like 11, 12 years now. And that's one of those things. I'm not going to hand over my money for stuff that I was doing before her to her. She can get the percentage that is requested for the classes that I'm using her material. And she does get extra sales because people have to buy her handbook. Those sort of things. Absolutely. Get your money in where it's due. But don't come after me and make threats to me based on shit that you have nothing to do with and your jealousy. It's as simple as that. I didn't approach the World Health Organization. How the hell would you approach the World Health Organization to begin with?
Right.
They emailed me. The same in regards to the Black Maternal Health Coalition, that Black Birth Coalition that we're doing.
Yeah, the one we went to last year, right? Yeah.
They approached me after people told them, okay, Hazel's doing this amazing thing in Milwaukee. You might want her to come in. She deals a lot with the Black community, deals a lot with the immigrant community. She's somebody who, has got a lot of info that, you may be interested in. And I love that. I love being invited into these spaces. Now, the one thing that I have done is I've reached out to my friend Roz, who is also a doula in Milwaukee, who has dealt with quite a few, sadly, she's dealt with quite a few lost births in regards to clients. And I've said to her, do you want to co-present with me in regards to this event? Because her perspective on things, I think, is going to be absolutely chef's kiss, like just phenomenal. Because I'm not a faith-based birth worker. It's going to sound really harsh. I don't have time for that. And I'll tell you why. When Matthew died, I reached out to the church I used to go to, and asked them if somebody could come in and speak with us and say a prayer or something. And the church said, no, you aren't married, so your child is going to wander in purgatory forever. You, in regards to the church for that.
Dumb thing to say.
Yep. We did actually have a really nice minister come into the room by the church and speak about Matthew, and a lot of it was in Spanish because he was Hispanic. But it was beautiful. Everything that he said and the way he spoke, it was beautiful. But my walk with religion took a big dive from that. So I don't particularly deal with that. But my friend Roz is a faith-based doula, and I thought her side of things and my side of things joined together would make a really good, what's the word I'm looking for? Presentation,
yeah.
Because we're both speaking from different sides of things. And I think having that out there, having that focus being around all aspects, not just the clinical side of things, but the faith side of things, I think would be a really good way to present what we're wanting to achieve.
Exactly.
And I'm dragging the hubby along and making him be there too to record it.
Of course you are. Wouldn't have any other way though.
Yeah, you would.
What?
You'd have Bucks people there. They were last time. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, true. Did meet
Yeah, Alice's wife was there last year.
Yeah. Who knows will be the special guest there this year besides you.
God bless you, honey. Says I'm a special guest who's going to be there. God bless him. He's up to something, you know.
No.
When your hubby compliments you, there's normally something in it for it.
My birthday's next month.
I know your birthday is next. Don't sit there smiling like that.
But no, I'm seriously, I'm not planning anything or scheming anything like that. So
he's planning and scheming.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he is.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he is.
I have nothing to plan or scheme about.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
I ain't doing that crazy thing.
What
with the feathers and the beads and the whips and stuff.
Oh, God. No. Now, you on some other level type of stuff.
So I wanted your guys' thoughts in regards to this. So as I've mentioned, my eldest son is going off to basic training. Now, it's going to be a tough time for me because I have not been away from my son in the entire time he's been alive. You know, we speak, if we don't text every day, we speak like every other day. I see him at least once a week, and I'm going to go from that to 16 weeks of just letters, which is going to be so tough. You know, his birthday, oh my God, I'm going to start crying just the thought of it. How stupid, right?
No, not really.
His birthday is not going to be here for. Mother's Day is not going to be here for. Easter is not going to be here for. So all of those things is going to be really, really tough because he's always been there. And the other thing that's,
Ooh.
I know, the guy who done that is in South Milwaukee Town Hall Group. He's an amazing artist, absolutely phenomenal. He did an excellent job. So, you know, I'm having a hard time in regards to that, and especially because for me, even though I know he's going to come back, right? It feels like a part of me is losing him for a short while.
It's kind of like your parent intuition or something like that.
No, it's not even that. It's the fact that I've already got one son who I can't see, can't speak to, can't hold. And for 16 weeks, I'm going to have, I'm crying, I'm sorry. For 16 weeks, I'm going to have that again, where I'm not going to have both of them. And it's going to be hard. But I am so proud, so proud of him for it. So what I did is I got this. And it's just a journal. And I'm going to send him letters, obviously, but I thought I could, you know, put letters in here to him. And then in the back, there's like card holders. I thought, I could get him a Starbucks card and a Taco Bell card and, you know,
His favorite
gift
food,
cards
favorite
to where his
things.
favorite food places are, and, send him when he gets back. This will have like pictures. I thought I could print up pictures of his son and the stuff we get up to, all that sort of thing, and fill this up. And then when he comes back, he's got it there that he can read and see all the stuff that we did and like the photos of his son and everything. And then at the back there'll be, because obviously the first few days he's going to be back, that he's not going to be wanting to do much except for sleep and eat, and be with his son and his dog, because we're looking after his dog. So next week when we do this, you'll see a
Yep.
fluffy little
Run around or be scared of
right.
this one.
It's a mini Australian Shepherd. She is absolutely beautiful. Um, so we'll have, but when he comes back, he'll then at least be able to, okay, go and order. I was thinking the other thing, get him an Uber Eats gift card, because then he'd just be able to order anything from Uber Eats.
Oh yeah, so you don't have to go nowhere.
Yeah.
Just deliver to his place. Well, yeah.
Yeah, and the same with the gift cards you can put like on, if we get him a Wendy's one, he could get all the Wendy's and all those things.
Right.
Perhaps get some Visa gift cards and everything and all that lot for him, so that when he comes back, he's got this ready. And yeah, it's gonna be tough on this mama, that's for sure.
We'll make it through.
I know we'll make it through, but it's just gonna be hard for the first couple of weeks until I get into that routine. And we are actually gonna be him and his baby's mom aren't together, but he has joint custody. So we're actually working things around where we're going to be having our grandson overnight on a Wednesday, which was Robert's Day. We still have him on a Friday, and there's going to be a few weekends that we're having him. Like in the first weekend Robert's gone, we've got him because Alyssa's going to a concert. I'm still trying to work out who she's going to see. I keep forgetting to ask her.
Is it here or?
It's here. I think it's at the rave, but I can't remember who she said. And then there's a couple of other times, so we're gonna, do that and take over some of those responsibilities. But it's still
might be alone for that first Saturday.
Huh?
Might be alone for that first Saturday.
Well, where you go?
Wrestling show.
Well, you can meet me at Robert's afterwards.
True.
Just come there afterwards.
I know, just let you know.
Like I haven't been alone with our grandson. I may be exhausted, but it's like I haven't been alone with my grandbaby.
Oh.
I may need Grandpa's muscle strength because Lord, that child is just so active.
Yeah, very active. So it should be fun, taking him some places this year.
Right. I want to take him to go see the Brewers play, which would be fun on like a Wednesday, because Wednesdays typically aren't that busy there. And if things get too much for him, we could just whip out. And I don't want to take him to a night game at all.
Yeah, just maybe like the weekday games ain't really that busy. Depends on who they playing.
Right. So, I want to take him to a game that the Cubs are involved in, because Cubs fans.
Nope, they suck.
They suck.
Hey there, supernatural doll.
Oh.
But
I'm going to turn the camera on you for a bit because I have to.
I was going to ask you a question about the other subject. So
I have to go to.
Oh.
Do something quickly.
Gotcha. I guess I was just gonna ask her about the person she was talking about. With so I guess she's relying on what she knows for like work, and I think that's really not that big of a problem. But if you like trying to use people just to get you paid, but you're not gonna get them paid. That's kind of wrong. Like that's not even like good. I don't know if y'all probably can see a few of the dogs over here. I got probably move this camera right here, so I won't always look. Oh, okay, that's probably the farthest I can go unless I turn the whole thing. But this one, I think I can turn a little bit more. And there she goes. Don't go in. Oh, Jesus. You know she's gonna go in there anyway, but hey, she gotta come out sometime. But anyways, I'll be like, what the subject that she was talking about, like, cause she's like been through a lot when it comes to like certain people. People she meet through the community. Then it seems like some of them just want to betray her and like just not just like just use her, but just like just just get what they want out of it and just so I just feel bad for her and it's like she don't got that many friends. I don't got that many friends. Well, the ones I have is mainly like my wrestling friends and other friends and things like that. Like I know I have oh, what do you think of John Cena's heel turn? Oh yeah, I did a video on that the weekend that it happened, and my opinion on that is basically like they should have did it earlier, maybe before he started doing more movies and stuff like that, and don't have much time. I think they should have did it while he was like still there. But I'm saying like he's still good now, but I think it would have been done sooner. But I do understand why they did what they did. Okay,
What?
you and your hat.
What do you think about John Cena's heel? What? It's a nice hat.
No, I'm just saying you and your hat.
Did you respond?
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
finishing
carry on
doing.
then.
But anyways, yeah, it's like one of those things that should have been done while they had a chance. But doing it now, I understand it, and like I said, he's just gonna be there for the rest of this year and wherever. And what they were saying, like after his appearance this coming Monday, he has no other appearances until WrestleMania.
When is WrestleMania? It's Easter weekend, isn't it?
19th and 20th.
Yeah, Easter
Yeah.
weekend.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah. I guess they were trying to do that.
No, I've just had a funny thought. Oh, I'm going to hell for this one. Okay. Can you imagine at WrestleMania if they then decide to have an Undertaker match? Easter weekend. Undertaker sits up. He is risen. And yes, the hat is fabulous. I would just like to say the hat is fabulous.
Could be Miss Indiana Jones.
It's actually Freddy Krueger's hat.
I know, but
I'm just waiting for how long until Freddy Krueger realizes I have his hat.
what do you think he's gonna come out here and after you?
Probably.
Oh, never mind.
Um, hi.
Would you kindly return my hat?
No. See, you don't believe I got Freddy Krueger in my living room? No, it's my.
Freddy's back.
And look what he did to my hair.
I think you got the. Okay, I thought she was looking like scared or something like that. Like, huh?
Oh, she's really scared when I'm holding it.
Yep.
Observe.
But yeah, that's what I have to deal with. Freddy Krueger. He did it all.
Yeah, I can get it off.
That was a custom mask that he had made. It's got a custom handpiece as well. See? It's latex. I'm not going to put it on because my rings are actually, it will fit me. Oh, that's weird getting on. It's like really big. My fingertips are like here. This feels really weird.
Better.
Yeah. Like air
Oh.
is sucked out of it. It's like, oh no wonder you have a hard time getting it off.
And she probably was wondering, like, what was that?
Oops, sorry.
See,
There goes the phone.
really
Hi,
do.
people. I was trying to turn around without it falling.
Yeah, it failed on that one.
Hi,
Yeah,
people.
So
it was a moment.
You're more scary with the mask off than you are with it on.
That's
Just
crazy.
that I'd appear on screen as Freddy for a little while.
Lucky I didn't bring out my Michael Myers because I do have his mask too.
And of course, I have the Green Ranger and all that other good stuff.
And I have Jason.
Jason,
Voorhees.
yep.
Green Ranger, Superman, Smooth Criminal.
You haven't finished the Smooth Criminal, so you can't even say that.
2 helmets sitting over there.
You are a helmet.
Dragon Dagger. 2 Morphers.
Got the Last Stand Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I did see the Funko pop up there. I should have just grabbed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kicking myself on that right now. Probably if I go back there, it's probably
and of
still
course
be there.
we have the
The
whole
class reunion of Dragon Ball Z.
we
Yeah.
have the class we have the family reunion. Who you introducing?
We ain't seen that in a
Okay,
while.
what else were you saying before you started talking about John Cena?
Oh God, yeah, I was gonna ask you a question about the friend. So she,
Not a friend, colleague.
well, colleague, or whoever you want to call her.
Mhm.
My bad. So so the whole time she really was just like using people.
Yeah.
Just to get money.
Right, and I understand when you're in that role, when you've done a program like that, you know, it is a case of when you get people to be able to work for you, you get a percentage in.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a good thing because you should be able to. But, you know, you should only be able to get that as, you know, in regards to what is going on there. One, you don't talk down to people. I don't give a shit who you are. I'm 50 years old. Don't talk to me like I'm your child. You're only a year older than me.
No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, don't talk down to me and everything. Well, have a great evening. I'm going to go lay down. Leg is starting to feel like hell. Have a good rest of your night, Mike. Say, give my love to Tina and everybody else.
And I think the other question I have is like, so she's saying she's gonna have to actually work.
Yeah, she's going to have to go back to teaching. And this is the thing, is like, you know what? At the end of the day, you do have to put in the work. I would love to be able to sit back and let everything roll into me. But you've seen me every day put in work after work after work after work to maintain what we do and to keep things running.
Right.
You know, and I've created partnerships with like Preemie World that helped us get in those books to get us in a good donation. That helped us fund a lot of things and was able to do a lot of things.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially the upcoming events that we
Right.
have.
We've actually, because of that donation, managed to clear out everything we needed for March of Dimes, everything that we needed for the Count the Kicks events. We got everything sorted out. We have one payment left to make on the cookies, which I'm kicking myself that I didn't complete, but it's not a big deal. I've got till October. You know, but all of those sort of things, you know, you do that. And I work so hard in like saying to get hold of these different things. And you just saw me, even though I'd been sick, knock out all of these burial gowns these past few days.
Right.
Because I was in partnership with another organization. I didn't want to let them down. That worked out good for me. We received a donation from them today to cover the storage costs of everything. And the fact I needed a new iron because I dropped mine. So we have a new
that's what I was
iron now.
wondering what that was.
You know, so things can get done, things can get sorted. You make those partnerships and you have to keep on working at them. You can't just sit back and think, okay, this is going to come to me and this is going to come to me and this is going to come to me. you work and create those things, and then you have to maintain those relationships. And it's hard, but there are times when something like this happens where you see that person's true colors and how they truly think of you.
Like, how can somebody just sit there all day and just waiting on money to come to them and
Right.
be like poor or something like that? You know what I mean?
And it's like I've done a lot of work for her, donated to her organization, and it's always there are things I get a lot of times in responses. I have this of waiting to send to you. I have that waiting to send to you. I'm waiting for this to be sent to you. I've heard those things for like 3 years.
And still hasn't been sent.
Still nothing. And it's like, okay, whatever. I've sat back and watched different organizations and everything succeed where she should have succeeded. But my thing is that you can't spend your entire life slamming down other people publicly and expect to get ahead of yourself. That because people are going to look back on what they see and what they hear and all that lot. And yeah, she is very good at what she does, but there's a lot of bitterness behind it. And whenever somebody else succeeds, then this is what happens. And what she's seeing is that with working with WHO and the United Nations, and also working with the Black Birth Collective here, it's going to open doors for me.
Right.
And that's fine. Now, you know me well enough to know that I will share those
Yeah, with everybody.
with everybody.
Yeah.
Like my friend Kim, she's trying to raise this money for this retreat that she wants to do.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
And I said to her, okay, reach out to different sororities and everything, because they're really good at fundraising. Reach out to these organizations. I told her, we got to get us at the March of Dimes signature chef thing to
Right.
have, to be able to do all of this, to hobnob and get in with these people where the money is.
Yeah, because oh my God, how much they spend at those auctions,
Events, yeah,
and how much those ticket prices are too. It's like
right.
a lot.
Yeah. So, it's one of those things where when we succeed in what we do at Maddie's Memory, we share.
Right.
We share how we got here. We share how we made these things happen. We share how, we share how what's the word I'm looking for? We just share. I don't believe in gatekeeping.
Or just tell people half the things
Yeah.
and don't tell them the rest.
And that's the thing. It's like, okay, if somebody says, well, how did you get involved with Count the Kicks? I tell them, this is how we got involved with Count the Kicks. This is what we do.
Mhm.
This is how you can get involved. This is what's going on. Okay.
That's tomorrow.
How did you get involved with Preemie World? Okay, this is how I'm an ambassador for Preemie World. I did this, this, and this. We worked out with this, this, and this. That's how you do it. Okay, how did you get involved with this, or with March of Dimes? I was reaching out to March of Dimes, and now it's like they see us like, oh, you're here. I'm glad to see you. How you doing? And
they're happy to see us, and we happy working with them.
Yeah. So there's all those things, and I don't believe in gatekeeping because there's so many people who need help. So the more people who know where to go and who to look for and who to partner up with, the more help that's out there for families like
And
us.
the sad thing is, some people in the business and stuff like that can be some snakes too. So
they really can be. I'm just checking because I know I've got a meeting in 30 minutes. So
yeah, it's just sad.
it really is.
Just like people just, don't just always think about yourself. Like try to do other. Okay, here's a new episode.
Well, and my thing is like you share, share your knowledge and everything. And that's why when I do, like the amount of emails I've sent to people who have sent me on TikTok sew burial gowns, and they're like, hey, that's something I would like to do. Where can I get the sewing pad? It's like, well, pop me your email, I'll send it to you. And they're like, well, how much does it cost? It don't cost a thing. Send me your email. Then we go backwards and forwards. Are you sure it doesn't cost anything? No, just give me your email. I'll send it to you. But what if it doesn't cost you a damn thing? Give me your damn email. I will send you the sewing pad.
It don't cost you a goddamn thing.
So it gets like that. It's like, okay, just give me your email. I'll send you the sewing pattern if that's what you want to do. Then I had somebody, say to me, well, I know that you work really hard making the cocoon wraps.
Yeah.
Do you have the sewing pattern for that? I'm like, sure. Went through the same thing. For 3 days, I'm arguing with this woman over the cost. I'm like, the sewing pattern is free. Just give me your email. Well, I don't want it to click on a link. I said, it's not a link, it's an attachment. I'm giving you my sewing pattern.
Uh-huh.
I'm giving you my sewing pattern attached to an email. 3 days of arguing backwards and forwards before she finally got that it was free. I wasn't going to charge her for a sewing pattern. I don't believe in the gatekeeping thing. Because to me, as a baby loss mom, if I can get that info out to other people who want to do something similar to what we do, I'm going to do it. So that they have that info and so that they can help others. And, I swear.
Yeah, we need more people like us and
but I think
to do stuff like that.
But I think part of the problem is that, with so many people who try setting out to do what we do, there's people saying, well, it's going to cost this amount of money. You've got to pay for a sewing pattern. You've got to pay. And it's like, no, I will tell you the free way to get started doing this. If you seriously want to make burial gowns like we do, I will send you the sewing pattern. You're then going to go onto your Buy Nothing groups and ask people for wedding dresses.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go if you can't afford like $10-$20 for a pair of fabric scissors. You're gonna go and buy a pair of utility scissors from the kitchen department for a couple of bucks.
Right.
And you're gonna use those. They work perfectly well. And you're gonna just go to the dollar store because right now the dollar store sells sewing thread. Walmart does for about $25, $50. And you're gonna work from the cheap way.
Yeah. And plus, I know Joanne was like your number one thing to go to, but now since all of them is closing.
Yeah. That's what's making things hard. That's what's making things really hard because my resource for fabric is gone. So it's one of those things now where I go to yard sales and everything, I'm going to be looking for people selling fabric.
Yeah, you probably ain't going to go to a Hobby Lobby for it.
They're too expensive. And you know that I'm not a big fan of their stuff because of their policies and their beliefs.
Yeah.
But their fabric is too expensive for the budget that we have. Michael's is reasonable. I could probably go to Michael's to get some.
What about Walmart? I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah and
yes
no.
And no. Okay.
Yes for certain fabrics, no for others.
Gotcha.
So it is going to be a case of, this is the one thing. A lot of the fabric we use is flannel. So what I can do is buy flannel bed sheets and buy just the flat flannel bed sheet. And that would be, depending on what size I get, I could get a big piece of flannel for like $10. And it'll either be, I think I saw a king size flannel flat bed sheet for $14.99. I can do that and that be what I use. But it does make things a little bit more difficult for what we do.
That sucks. Maybe something will out of nowhere just pop up and be like.
Well, it is possible that could happen, because the people who are shutting down Joann's are also buying Joann's as well at the same time. So it is possible that they're shutting down Joann's but reopening under a different name.
Maybe do it like sell stuff online or something.
Don't know. Don't even know.
That's crazy because they did the same thing like with Toys R Us. Like they, it closed down. Then what was like about some years ago,
they started popping up again.
Yeah, and just like certain small areas of I think it's either JCPenney or
right.
Some.
All right, guys who are watching me on TikTok, I'm going to jump out of here because I actually have a meeting coming up soon, and I need to get prepared and ready for that. You can carry on doing your thing over there because that's no big deal. But I have to use my phone for my meeting.
Gotcha. Was there anything you wanted to say or ask before you go?
What is your name?
Kunta. Kunta. Whoop 'em.
Oh, hold on. don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. Does he look like a bitch? What? Say that shit one time. All right, so we're gonna pop out of here. We will catch you guys later.
And here he
And
goes with the flute.
I swear to God. Attention here.
So while you here, you saw what I sent you about that lineup that they're gonna have at the C2E2, right?
Yeah, that's all right.
Do you want to go?
Not sure because I probably won't have the money for it.
It will be a Sunday. That was it the 13th, I believe.
I think I've got Jay Sunday too.
So we just gonna go there during the day. I already got a friend that wants to go and probably will end up driving us there.
Carrie?
No.
Oh.
She's not even sure she's going. This is another friend that I met through the wrestling community.
I just see. I don't like the fact that you have friends.
So yeah, it's like I need to get a picture done with Kane since I can't find the first one since my profile has been
Got wiped
destroyed.
out,
Yeah.
You sure you want to do that without having Robert with you?
My mom's a big fan.
What is she doing wearing your outfit?
Which one? Both of them pretty awesome.
The one
I
with
like the
horns.
one with the horns.
Why is she wearing your outfit?
She stole it.
Oh, Stephanie Vancouver. Oh, I thought they was gonna do the United States the North American Championship first. Okay. So something different. So
You and your child in the ring, defining over who you are, wear your makeup first.
Yep.
So the story is like there's another story I'm gonna do like in a separate video about the Firings TNA what they did. So that will be on a separate video will be posted up. I probably will do that video as soon as I'm done here. But C2E2 is Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo. So we thought last week there's gonna be had their complete lineup with with guests like wrestling wise, But then again, they had their big guests. They're gonna have the big the Breakfast Club reunion that weekend too. Where like all the cast, well, except for the principal. But yeah, all the cast is gonna be there. I know some people are probably gonna be interested in that. Some actors, some comic artists and stuff like that too, but I know there's majority of us be like we go there just to meet, some of the wrestlers there. So okay. That was my friend just saying keep them posted. So yeah, he wants to go because he said like he never had a photo with Kane, so that's a good thing. Anyways, last week they were before last week they had like some put some popping things out there for like some like the AEW stars because they got like a working partnership with Pro Wrestling Tees, which is a vendor in that area too. I think the last time I was there, it was CM Punk and it was Denhausen, but he didn't come till later, and I ended up running out of money because I ended up using it for oh no, we're gonna get to that for Trish.
That was fun.
Lita.
That was fun.
I ain't getting Naomi because I already have her on photo, but Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Moët, and everybody was so upset about the pictures that she took with some of the. It was mainly most of the guys that she did that to.
Where she had like a 20-mile radius between them.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and I still don't know who did it to this day. If y'all look at the my Arthur Smith page on Facebook and just look for like
the dude who edited it so you're actually close to each other. He did that for so many people, didn't
he did. And I don't know who did that.
Bless
but,
him for it.
Right. I do think the guy to this day, although I would never know who he is, it was fun. It was fun, until that moment is like, you know what?
It was when you. This is the funniest part. When you sent me the photo, you said, "Look, this is me with Sasha Banks," and then how when you send a photo to someone, in like
a text message. You don't get the full picture until you click it.
Right.
All it was this empty bit with the thing about. I'm like, where are you at? Click the photo. Like, oh shit.
I know some people thought that I'll be upset, but actually I'm not. You know, if I can get, you know, one of the wrestling, all four of the wrestling four horsewomen, I was fine, regardless of, you know, how the picture came out. So I'm good with that. But I know I'm going to talk about it later and later, and probably going to talk about it more and more. It's like,
It doesn't really matter who you get anybody and who you get else. Everybody's beneath Kevin Nash. Ain't nobody fucking with Kevin Nash.
yeah, I do got that photo right over here. I just hope I don't knock anything over.
Having anybody else is below Kevin Nash. You can't fuck with the Kevin Nash.
Yeah, some of the wrestling photos that, you know, people I took. So let me just show you guys that's on live.
Anybody below Kevin Nash is a downgrade.
Right. So I know some of y'all probably can see the other photos. That's my step parents. Well, my parents-in-law. Put it that way. So let me show you guys that's on WFSO 1. This Great Khali, Bruce the Barber B Cake, Melina, Maria, R-Truth, Davari, Kevin Nash, Jerry the King Lawler, and Rhino.
And anybody after Kevin Nash is a downgrade.
Can you do me a favor? In the air fryer, there's chicken patties. Can you go bring me one?
If you ain't fucking with Super Shredder, ain't nobody messing with them.
He's gonna get a picture with him eventually. I'm seriously doubted that Kevin Nash is not gonna come back to Milwaukee anytime soon. He'll be back.
No, he ain't coming back.
Mm-hmm.
You done got Super Shredder. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
He'll be
It ain't
back.
happening again.
He'll be back.
The only thing that'll make it that much better if he actually wins his Super Shredder outfit, which I doubt that he probably still got it, but hell, that still is Super Shredder. It ain't being deep.
Yeah, he probably don't even have that outfit anymore.
Like, unless he got it, he's the only person that can actually go to a convention and either be in sci-fi or in wrestling.
Or come in as the what they called him when he was on the Punisher. I forgot what they call his character on the Punisher.
So he's sci-fi.
The Russian.
Sci-fi, Marvel, and wrestling. Can't nobody else say that.
Well, for her, she can say, like, she can see him on Magic Mike.
Kevin Nash is the only person that can go to a damn comic book convention and be like, I could be over there. I could be over there. I could be over there.
that is very true.
And ain't nobody else in the industry that can say I could go there, or there. Like, you want me with TMNT? I was Super Shredder. I could go over there. You want me to be over there in the action sequence? I could do that. You want me to be over there with the WWE Hall of Famers, which he actually is a Hall of Famer? I can do that too.
Yeah, 2-time Hall of Famer, actually. Come on.
Ain't nobody fucking with Super Shredder. Like I said, anybody after you bet Kevin Nash is a downgrade.
Yeah, I just saw something, right? And I mentioned it on live, and I'm probably going to hell for it. So WrestleMania is Easter weekend. You know what they need to do?
Have him come out as a bunny?
Well, on Easter Sunday is have the Undertaker have a match. Come out of a coffin and everyone go, he's risen.
That'd be so wrong.
It'll get a lot of people mad.
Oh, the Catholics would be there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Only difference is the Christians would be the only ones, though. You going to hell. What you been?
You gonna have Paul Bear come back from the grave like, you're going to hell.
And it's like, how you know? You been?
rest in peace to Paul Bear though.
Like Jesus came, like God came down, like tell that motherfucker he going to hell. I'm kind of busy right now.
Oh my gosh.
Well, speaking of what I was talking about, this was weeks before they
Mama,
was
sit down.
showing like a couple of, few appearances with some AEW stars. They did it very slowly, which was interesting. Like the first one they posted up was Dan Housen from AEW. I could have got him in 2022, but he wasn't there by the time I left. So I was like gone already. And yeah, and I was trying at the time, I was also trying to look for Scott Steiner, but I couldn't find nowhere where he was. So it was just like, you know what, I give up and just, wanted to go. So, whatever. So then like weeks go by, they was putting like stuff piece by piece. There was a couple of people they had that did once wrestle for AEW, but they are New Japan Pro Wrestling stars. And you kind of know, that's very hard to like find, have like New Japan Pro Wrestling stars do like a meet and greet. So that's very rare. But like I said, I'm not the big follower of New Japan Pro Wrestling. I know about it, and I know they do a show in Chicago like once a year. Jordan Grace. But
Libby, sit down, honey. Come on, sit down.
but anyways, then
Mama, sit down.
they finally last week I had this lineup on like everybody that's gonna be there.
Sit
So
down.
it's mainly gonna be like everybody in AEW. You got Colt Cabana that's gonna be there Friday and that Sunday. You got the Outrunners. Mina. I can't even say her last name because it's like all in Japanese. But she did some AEW appearances a few times, and but she's currently with New Japan Pro Wrestling. She's gonna make an appearance. Okay. Who else? Let's see. I said the Outrunners already. So if I didn't, yeah, they're gonna be there on Friday.
Okay, just so you can see, this was 2 years ago when I went to the Black Birth Coalition the first time. And remember, the bus got stuck, and I actually got the bus there, and it slid part of the way, and then I got off and ended up getting an Uber.
I wonder they did it that day because they wasn't expecting,
Would you expect snow today? The whole week was the same as this week, where it was really nice weather, and then we had boom snow.
Oh, yep. It was like that last year. That final, snowstorm.
Yeah.
I think that's what that was. Then when they moved it to May last year, right?
Yep.
And now they're doing the same thing in May, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it'd be cool, have like a big guest like speak on something like that. That would be cool. Besides you. Yes, the wifey is going to speak onto the that event.
I thought also during the event when we're doing it is that we're going to do like breakout groups like we did
like
the other ones do.
Okay, like
where it'd
last
be
year,
like,
yeah.
okay, this, half the room in this do this, half the room together, and that they'll come up with things that they wish that doctors would do and listen to help sort out, stop death
Right.
among birthing people, but other things as well.
Yep, I know what you mean. So it was still a fun event. I enjoyed it.
It was a really good event.
But you said they moved it this
It's
year.
at the Vet Center this year.
Right, because all the shenanigans that I had to deal with the Fister. I don't know. I'm just gonna call it Fisner because I'm thinking of something else when I said the Fisner. Just crazy. But anyways, let's see. They had I know about Cloud Fletcher from AEW. He's gonna be there for Sunday. That was their like final lineup. There are some more people. Like I said, there was a couple of people like Gay Kid that once did a few shows in AEW and David Finley. I think that's actually Finley's son. He's in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's gonna be there. I think he's gonna be there just Saturday only. So yeah, it was just, you know what? I got my laptop right here, so let me see. I can go back and read. Oh, duh! Right in front of my face. Um, Rocco Rocco Rivero. He's gonna be there. I think he's gonna be there just that Saturday. Um, yeah, there's another person that's on there. I don't even. Let's see. Sure thing. Okay. Oh yeah, Zach Zebre Jr. I think he's gonna be there for I think Saturday and Sunday, I believe. Already met him. Then that Sunday lineup, like I said, with Kyle Fletcher, Sky Blue, Willow Nightingale, and Chris Statlander. Yeah, I already met them already. But like, so yeah, we thought that was gonna be it for their full lineup, but that's the full lineup for Pro Wrestling Tees. Since Pro Wrestling Tees got a partnership with AEW, so that's a good thing. Okay, Xavier, I will get to you in a minute. And you too. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Life is better with dogs. Yeah.
Look who's on there at the very end.
Yep.
With a pair of wings.
Yep, Giannis. Look like could be your brother wherever you at.
She's under there.
Oh, there she is right there. Hugging with her stepmom. Or
Foster mom.
foster mom.
I think Dr.
No, stepmom, doctor mom. Don't matter. She's like the mother to both of them anyway. So, okay, that's pretty nice. Let's see. What time are you doing the hotel Saturday? I won't have a room there, but we'll try to be there. Before noon.
What?
Okay, there's that. So that lineup is talked about. So let me get to the different lineup. They already mentioned they're gonna have Jake the Snake Roberts all 3 days, but now they haven't posted that much ever since. So I think he's still gonna be there, but they probably just not gonna like boost them up. It's probably by like a different company that's gonna have him
7
there.
years ago, I made that blanket. It's right there.
Yeah, this lovely blanket, the Bucks blanket.
Old ass, raggedy, rough piece of shit.
Why you gonna call it that?
'Cause it is.
It's a good piece of crap. Okay, like earlier today, I'm looking at it right now that so off of Instagram they promote some company name, I think it was it Experience autographs or something like that. Yeah, they posted I guess they're gonna have a table there that they're gonna have Matt Hardy. I'm like, okay, all right.
You've met Matt Hardy
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, okay, not big deal. Still ain't gonna ruin the plan that I wanted to do. Then, suddenly was around like 2, I think it was like after 2 o'clock or something like that. Then suddenly they had this lineup with 3 Hall of Famers, and well, they also had Matt Hardy in there too. So they have Jerry the King Lawler, Hall of Famer Kane, Rikishi, and Joe Hendry, the TNA World Champion. So the only people I'm interested in like getting is out of that was Kane and Joe Hendry. So like I said, I already got Rikishi 2 years ago when he did event in Milwaukee. Kane, I got him when it was a Monday Night Raw. I did get Kane, but as I probably mentioned earlier, my freaking like my main account was gone. But yeah, so it seems like they're gonna have them all there, like all 3 days, and they although they mainly focus on autographs, but when I look at it, the website, they are gonna have like a combo, like a picture and an autograph, and they probably have something there for you to sign, or you want something signed. But even if that's the case, I don't think I have anything for them to sign anyway. So
Who?
King or Joe Hendry, and you know me, I don't even care about autographs anyway. Um, oh crap, I didn't even tell Jake, but I'll tell him later. But anyways, yeah. C2E2 always do this the last like few weeks before they actually had their event. Um, like I said, I've been there maybe like 3 times, and I haven't been there since 2022. So 2023 they headlined it. Well, they made a big mark by having John Cena for their 2023 lineup. I wanted to go to that, but I thought, the photo and the autograph and stuff like that was a little, no, I would say it was too much. It was like maybe like around between 150 and $200. So I was like, no, I'm happy with the picture I got from him. That only cost me like 60 something. So I'll deal with that. Um, but yeah. So seems like I'm going with a friend, and could be met him like a couple of times, but really gonna go down with him since he's like he really want to get a picture of Kane. So I just say, yeah, he's gonna be there all 3 days, and why not go on that Sunday? Since it's probably the tickets will probably be cheaper, and plus there won't be that much traffic down there, people wise. So, because any other times I would normally would just go on a Saturday. I think no, the first time I went there was on a Sunday. Yeah, and that was actually my birthday that I went the first time, didn't I?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so I went there like all the times they had. They had this here for like I think they had it down in Chicago. I think for like since 2000. So they've been around for a very long time. Um, like I said, Milwaukee need to have something like that here, like a convention like that.
Yeah. Got the space for it now, so
And the thing is, it looked like we was about to have it, and some odd reason, the Wisconsin Comic Convention had to cancel. Uh, I think it's because they wasn't making enough money. Like, because like they brought people that you probably, if you bring people in that nobody haven't met, or like mix some like wrestlers like in there too, that's part of pop culture too. I think they would have done a little bit better because I think it was something to do with they brought all these people, but they cannot get enough people buying tickets. It was like the last minute, and they said they had a problem with it when they did it the first time because Brewers playoffs, which I don't believe that's bullcrap. I just think they didn't have that much strong of a lineup. But that's just my take on it. But anyways, I know this phones need to be charged, so I got to do that soon. Once again, people on Twitch, thank you for watching. We do like content like almost every day, so keep a lookout for us. I think we are going to do our show next week of the Jones Chronicles.
yes, we are.
Okay, we
It'll
are.
be with me crying because my son went.
So we mainly just going to talk about that subject and like
He
how
cried.
and how we feel about it,
And he cried.
and going from there. And if there's something interesting to talk about, we will, or something that you guys want to talk about, just any subject, so we can talk about that there. Um, what in the world?
Needed.
Sorry. Oh yeah, it's less than a minute, so.
I'm in my night shirt, so that's why my camera is off.
But anyways, yeah, I gotta charge this stuff. Also, you guys, like I said, that's watching on Twitch on WFSO and WFSO2. Um, appreciate y'all watching. Y'all chat sometimes. Like, just say something. Like, if y'all want to like ask like questions and stuff like that, go right ahead. Um, but just please share the channel. Let people know what we're doing, and we want more followers. So please, guys, come follow us. Um, Also, for you guys that's watching on YouTube, I appreciate y'all on watching. Thanks for the likes that I got today for the Jones Chronicles. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if we can get there, and we probably can line up, next year we can probably can do like some prizes and stuff, some giveaways and things like that. So we can do a little bit more with this channel and kind of give back to the YouTube community and stuff like that. So that's what we want to do. So please, help us get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and also check out over 2,500 videos and counting. You like wrestling content? You like content like this where we just talk about anything? And also we talk about Milwaukee Bucks content. We also talk about developments that's going on in Milwaukee, and also comic book movies and TV stuff. So if you get a chance, check that out. Also, check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com with upcoming events. This is really going to be a big weekend for here in Milwaukee for like AEW is going to be in town Saturday. I think there are like a few wrestling events going to be going on too, like especially like here in Wisconsin and also in Chicago. So might have said all over the Illinois area. So there'll be a lot of stuff going on. So if you get a chance, check it out. Also we do talk about upcoming events on the website. Wrestling events that we've been to and wrestlers we took pictures with. What we that's not good. We'll talk about that in a bit too. Also Bucks events and Bucks players that we took pictures with as well. So have opportunity, check it out. There's some more updated stuff that we're gonna be doing. The meet and greet that's still gonna be in August, so no updates on that yet. And also we're going to try to do like a merchandise area, so we're going to work on that very soon, and I gotta do some stuff for that. So stay tuned. And that's pretty much it. So you guys, thank you for watching this live, and thanks for y'all support. And without you guys, it would not be no us. So I appreciate it. Until the next video, you guys have a good one, and see you later. This always happens. Anyways, good night, everybody.